Good morning, everybody. Tuesday, September 10th, 2019. I hope your Tuesday is off to a great start. Let's get right to it. I've been really busy. Haven't been much of a presence on YouTube. The last, I would say 36 hours. It's been busy here. I've been talking to Missy Jenn and thinking things, as you can see by the title, I have received an unsolicited offer. In other words, an offer I did not seek out to seek offers on it, but an offer to purchase the Rancho here. One of the reasons being is the large undeveloped piece of land behind the Rancho, which is a real scarcity here in inner city Santa Rosa. There's quite a push on since the fires to do a lot of infill and building of new housing, and because it is in the unique position of being zoned for high density housing, in other words apartment houses, here the person has an idea to come in and take down all of the structures here and build a large apartment house on the property. It's quite a I kind of thought things like this happened to me once before back in 2014, and of course the time and crush for housing is much more serious, and it's a serious offer, and it's a lot of things for me to consider. And Missy Jenn and I thought long about and hard about this for the last 9 hours or so, turning it over in our minds. Of course, this is Missy Jenn's home for well over 5 years, 5.5 years almost. And my home for the better part, well, I've just passed 8 years here. I've poured my heart and soul into this property with renovations and things. Bought a place that was basically a horrific dump, a former site of prostitution, drug use, all types of nefarious trade, and built it into, I think, one of the nicer homes here in what still must be considered the hood. So it's something that we're going to be considering very closely and talking about over the next day or so, and mulling it over and deciding what we're going to do. It's quite a disruptive change if it happens, that's for sure, and it's not something that I'm going to take lightly, but I'm not going to sit on it too long either, because I need to move forward with my life. On the one hand, at my age, to think about downsizing and having Missy Jenn in a I don't know if it'd be a more comfortable place, but maybe a little environment that's easier to negotiate, get around, and take care of. And for me, just to downsize some of my life too. On the other side, we are a patch of green in a very heavily urbanized area here, and it's something that's going to be hard to duplicate. Even though it's in the hood, it's still home, and it's been home for many years. And let's face it, its status has become legendary on YouTube. You mention the word Rancho to anybody around a lot of people around the drama community, and they know exactly the place that you are talking at. Yes, it has become legendary, the Rancho here, and probably for that reason alone, it would be kind of heartbreaking for me to pack up and see the Rancho in my rear view mirror and take off for points unknown. So a lot of thinking to do over the next, about the next 24 hours or so. I want to continue to talk to Missy Jenn a little bit and just give the whole thing a big think through. Okay, yeah, believe it or not, it's hard to come to grips with the fact, but the Rancho may be changing hands. The legendary Rancho of the Boy. We shall see. It's a lot to think about. Thanks for watching, everybody.